The fronts are hardened in the Brexit trouble. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson is threatening a no-deal end to negotiations between the EU and the UK. The EU threatens back, at least according to Boris Johnson. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has accused the EU of wanting to put his country under pressure in the negotiations on mutual relations after Brexit by means of a food blockade. With this leverage, the EU wants to enforce its extreme interpretation of the agreement on Northern Ireland, wrote Johnson in an opinion piece for the Saturday edition of the Daily Telegraph. The EU threatens that it not only levies tariffs on goods brought from Great Britain to Northern Ireland, but that it could even stop the transport of food from Great Britain to Northern Ireland, lamented the British Prime Minister. He did not expect that the EU could be willing to use a treaty negotiated in good faith to block part of the UK from cutting it off. Such an approach actually means threatening to destroy the economic and territorial integrity of the United Kingdom, said Johnson of the European Union. His government surprisingly announced this week that it wanted to unilaterally change the Brexit treaty passed in January. It concerns the suspension of customs regulations in the trade in goods for the province of Northern Ireland and of requirements on state aid for British companies. The EU Commission then asked London on Thursday to withdraw the controversial change plan by the end of the month at the latest. Otherwise, they will take legal action. However, the government in London rejected the request. In Brussels, the proposed change is also seen as a burden for the ongoing negotiations on the future relationship and a trade agreement. They have to be concluded by mid-November, at the very latest, I would say end of October, so that an agreement is in place by the end of the year if Great Britain also leaves the internal market and the customs union. Otherwise, the customs barriers will go down again in mutual trade. In his opinion article, Johnson assured that his government would continue to seek a solution with the EU. He could not, however, leave Brussels the theoretical power to cut up our country, to split it up. Johnson's plan to unilaterally change the agreement with the EU has also met with resistance from MPs in his own Conservative Party. That became clear on Friday evening as a chaotic video conference happened between the Prime Minister and the Tory MPs. Subsequently, Conservative MP Robert Neal told Channel 4 News that Johnson's change in course would damage our reputation, and I think it would make it harder to make trade deals in the future. And I think he's quite right about that. And to make it very clear again once and for all, the EU is not threatening a food blockade. The only thing that is since the withdrawal agreement was signed, it's part of the withdrawal agreement, that the EU food standards apply to Northern Ireland if food is sent there, as long as they're part of the single market and the food could end up in Ireland. So there is no way that, for example, chlorinated chicken will end up in Ireland via Northern Ireland. And there is nothing else in the withdrawal agreement. And I heard from some Brexiteers that Michel Barnier was caught on camera saying that they will, blackmail the UK with a food blockade or whatever. No one has ever shown any proof of this footage. So, the EU is not threatening the UK with a food blockade. They will not starve out Northern Ireland. Everything the UK is doing at the moment is what endangers the peace in Northern Ireland and Ireland. The EU wants one thing as a top priority: to keep peace on the Irish island. And if you now want to know more about European politics, YouTube has chosen another of my videos right here for you in the end screen, right next to your chance to subscribe to my channel. I won't comment too much on the videos today, because today in my hometown and my home state there are local elections, and I am running for the Christian Democrats again for borough councillor, and I hope to be re-elected tonight. So don't be angry if I won't comment too much or at all. I'll see you in my next video. Click and enjoy. Viel Spaß!